Hello and welcome to Mr. Ridley's Design and Technology. In this clip we're going to do a product disassembly on this George Home white LED garden light. It says lights up the night for up to 8 hours, turns on at dusk, replaceable batteries. It was quite cheap, I think it was only a couple of pounds. What we're going to do is I'm going to do a product disassembly. If you need if you need to do a product assembly for your NEA coursework for this, if you're doing garden light, what you can do is you can screenshot, so anything like that you can screenshot and stop it at any point to add those images. So if we look at it, we've got a just look at this packaging again and we can see it's got the CE and the WE, which is do not dispose in the rubbish for the electrical. So we've got a stainless steel tube here. In the bottom here again we've got a CE mark and a WE mark here. We've got in the bottom here we've got a spike which turns around and fits into there to allow this to stick in the ground. That, as we can see, you can see the ejection pin marks and the mark around here, so you can see that's injection molded from something like polypropylene. So there's just the spike part there. This bottom part comes apart and we can see that's just a stainless steel tube. So this tube is just made of very thin wall stainless steel. We've got another injection molded part. This part is, I would imagine, is from, it would be made from probably HIPS, high impact polystyrene. We can see the little mark there where it was injected on the sprue, probably injection molded several at a time. Excuse me. Here now we can see, it looks like, I think it's a cob LED there, and what we've also got here is a little tab, which you can see that, and if we pull that out it allows the light to work. What this does is it just goes in between the battery and one of the contacts and stops the battery running and cycling when it's in storage. So we can see the light comes on there. If we turn that off, the light comes on. So it will have a light dependent resistor, LDR, and that we can see if we put a hand over there, lights on, and then turn it up where this is on the light, so somewhere in here is the LDR. So what we're going to do here, we've got two small possibly posi drive screws here. They might be JIS actually, but anyway there's two small crosshead screws, and then we can pull that out. And inside we can see, so we've got another stainless steel case here. There's a stainless steel case. In the top here we have the solar panel. So we've got a little tiny panel there. Two wires we can see come off there, so just two wires. A small control circuit board, so if we take these parts out, we've got this small battery which is a 150 milliamp 1.2 volts 23 AA. It's kind of a cut down, but it's quite nice that you can actually change the battery. So I mean, if you could if this stopped working, you could change that battery. So that's just basically a rechargeable battery. If you wanted to upgrade it, you could possibly get another one of these and say this is 150 milliamps. So once the battery's charged, it's flattened out. Then inside here we've got just, obviously this part is injection molded. What does it say on there? It just says something about the battery size, and a rechargeable battery is inside. That's injection molded case there. We've got a small PCB here. If you look at that, there's a small PCB inside, and on there's just a small chip, a resistor, and the little 3mm LED. So there's basically all our parts. If you can use any of these images, just stop the clip and cut and paste so that you can see any of these images and use these for your product evaluation or your product disassembly, looking at garden lighting if you're doing garden lighting. If we look in here, we've got positive and negative, so this goes back in. We can see our light working again there. This just, how does it work? Oh, so there's a little, if we look there, there's a slot there that holds the PCB, and then that pushes in there. You see that comes up through there. These cables out of the way. Anyway, there is disassembly of the George Home solar lighting. So it's low cost LED solar lighting. Thanks for watching Mr. Ridley's Design and Technology.